And my tease was something like, is this the most obnoxious wedding gift story ever? So, obnoxious wedding gift story. Roxanne, you're probably more tuned into like the wedding scene than, us dopey, oafy guys in the room. If I were to say, you don't know what this is, right?
I don't think so.
All right. So if I mention an obnoxious wedding gift story, what regarding wedding gifts could be obnoxious?
Okay, is it a request by the bride and groom? Is that part of the obnoxiousness of the story?
I think you're pretty warm.
Okay, well, I don't know the story, but do you recall what I sent you about the dollar dance?
No.
I sent you a story about, this kind of has to do with that, if I'm not mistaken, but the dollar dance, where you get to dance with the bride and groom, and then you have to pay to dance with them. And my friend went to a wedding.
Well, you give him a dollar?
Yes, okay, but here's the thing. Nobody carries cash anymore. So at this particular
it's the
wedding,
debit card dance now.
No, they had a Venmo.
Your credit
thing.
card right in the slot in the back there.
Yes. They yes.
I'm gonna credit card the bride.
I'm sorry, I have the chip. Where do I insert the chip?
Just jam that chip right in.
Where do I put the chip? So they had their Venmo so people can send them money?
Yes. And my friend who went to the wedding was like, okay, thought it was tacky.
That's as dumb as the donut wall. All right, what do you think?
Well, I've always, I've had friends that got married and I went to the wedding and got them a nice gift and then they got divorced and I've always wanted to ask for the gift back. Is it something like that?
Hey, I had a cousin. I think it's not that.
Damn it.
But do you remember? I think we talked about this on the. Remember, I had a cousin. Well, I still have the cousin. My cousin was engaged like 3 times, and after the second time, I just stopped giving engagement gifts.
Yeah.
Because remember the story? My cousin got engaged.
That's obnoxious.
Sent a nice gift, and then they split up. Engagement was off. I'm like, oh, son of a... It was like they registered at Tiffany's or something. I'm like, we sent something nice. All right, then, like a year later, he gets engaged again.
A new person or a different?
No, new person.
Sounds like a hustle on his part.
Sent a new gift.
But they never follow through to the wedding?
Whoop, engagement off. Guess what? Then a couple of years later, got engaged again. What did I send?
Nothing.
Jack crap.
Nothing.
I sent nothing. Nothing. And, I think we might have gotten one of the engagement gifts. Oh, we did.
He sent it back?
No, yeah. We got one of the engagement gifts back. And I think we re-gifted. It was like a Tiffany platter or something, I think. Yeah, Michelle would know. And I think we re-gift. It was nice.
What did they use a Tiffany platter for
I think
around the house?
I think we re-gifted it to somebody else or, whatever. Yeah, remember, because it was the blue Tiffany box that it came in. All right, here's the wedding story. A bride is getting some flack for ripping guests for not being generous enough with their wedding gift. And part of the barometer, according to this bride who made a big splash. This is a Reddit thread. This is one of the, am I the bleep hole?
Right.
Which, man, that's good reading. Who knows? I mean, some of these scenarios I'm sure are real. I'm sure that people just make up content just to get the discussion going on Reddit, on the subgroups, the subreddit. But one of the great Reddit threads is, am I the bleep hole? And, you lay out a story and it's like, hey, am I the a-hole here? Or is it everyone else? And so this was a discussion about the bride that was actually verbally attacking guests. Why? What was the barometer? Think about this, guys. It just blurted out. A bride angry with their wedding guests. What do you think the bride used as a barometer to see if their gift was worthy or if their gift was crap? What do you think?
The store it was purchased from?
No.
Royalty?
What'd you say?
Royalty? One of the royal weddings?
Royal what?
The royal weddings.
No. Well, like Meghan Markle wouldn't want to get George Foreman cooker.
Next.
Yeah. They had one of those things that they have at the checkout counter, and they buzz and see how much the gifts cost.
Oh, you're getting warm there. Okay,
that was stupid, guys.
No. You're the closest so far.
So she used like her app off the phone and scan the QC codes?
No. But
Or QR.
Roxanne is the closest. I'm just going to tell you what it is. if the wedding gift does not cover the cost of what the plate charge was per guest. Listen, you do a big event, it's typically figured out, cost per guest. So the bride got all bent out of shape if she got gifts from attendees that did not cover what was actually spent on them. So you've got a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, you got a couple that goes to a wedding, and let's say it's $100 a plate or whatever the cost is per guest. If the wedding gift did not at least cover the cost per plate, then that's what bent and torqued this bride out of shape, out of sorts.
All right, I'm of the
See
belief.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe that if you go to a wedding, the only gift you should get or give is cash. I give a check.
Cash is king.
I mean, every time. If I go to a wedding, I give cash. And the minimum amount should be...
Is cash really still king, Froggy, with the number of places that that don't even accept cash anymore?
QR codes is king.
I'll take cash over a Venmo any day.
Apple Pay is king.
Listen, I could either give you $200 or I could just Venmo it to you. Give me the $200 right now.
But what do you think about a bride, literally slamming her wedding guests
I'm surprised she had guests to invite. Who
for-
would be friends with her?
for cheaping out and just railing on guests whose gift didn't even cover the cost to have them at the wedding? I don't mind grabbing some calls on this. Do we have any bridezillas that are listening right now? That might not be the most inviting way to get phone calls here. But
they're out there.
No, but seriously,
you might know one.
let me ask the question. Let me ask a valid question. And folks, you might have some offshoots here that I'm not even thinking of. But have you, first of all, I guess I'll ask, have anyone listening, have you ever confronted anybody for having a really, really cheap wedding gift? You ever have a conversation, and you ever approach a friend or have you ever said, hey, that's a pretty lame wedding gift? That's number one. What about the chatter behind the scenes? Have you just ripped people up and down privately about how cheap their wedding gift was, or any element or any offshoot of what we're talking about here? Are you a recent bride, or did you get married? And whenever. But did you have guests that just really cheaped out and gave you just low value stuff? Or maybe the check was just ridiculously low. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So first, what do you think about the bride that went online slamming her guests that gave gifts that didn't even cover the cost to have them at the wedding? What are your thoughts on this? And have you been a bride where you got really just kind of, rooked up good from your guests, really cheap? And was your wedding gift haul nowhere near what you expected? What are your thoughts on a bride going online and ripping their guests? There are a lot of different elements here. Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. And I'd love to hear from people that were disappointed in their wedding haul, where you expected more in gifts and it just didn't materialize. 800-990-1047. And listen, did you ever get into confrontation? Did you ever make a comment to anyone? A pretty lame gift. Or did you keep it to yourself? 800-990-1047. Yes, Fester.
I'm just thinking back to my wedding. I remember we got a glass dish and it had the TJ Maxx sticker ripped off, but you could still make out the TJ.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And my wife looked at it and she's like, this is a $14.99 plate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a plate you could eat off. It was a serving plate. And I remember she got salty over that. And I also remember from my wedding, it was the first couple of years of the.
Can you finish that word? It was the first.
Okay, now I'm Team Fester because that was unnecessary.
This is,
I'm sorry.
what are we doing?
I'm
here?
sorry.
That was nitpicky.
No, you said first. You said first weirdly. I'm sorry. I'm just pointing that out. All right, go ahead.
I remember It was the first year.
That's what you said.
So
I was just pointing you out.
Okay,
you
thank you.
hair-lipped on me over there.
So anyway, it was the first year that like the George Foreman grills were a big thing.
Right.
And we got like 7 George Foreman grills.
Are you
We
serious?
had a pretty big wedding. We had a lot of people, and we were opening.
Was
up
I
these-
at your wedding?
Yes, you gave me
Was that at the Italian club
yeah.
in Ybor?
the Italian.
That's right. Yeah. I guess I was at your wedding.
You gave me $386.64.
Yeah, that's something that I'll do. I'll give a really weird amount. Guess what? Because you remember that.
$384.
Do you remember the amounts that other people gave you?
No.
You don't. But guess what? You remember what I gave you.
Uncle Mikey gave me 2 large, so I remember that.
All right,
Thanks,
but what did
Uncle
I give
Mikey.
you? I gave you
2 bands.
Yeah, $386.84. So it was
Oh,
like
back then, that's
yeah.
that's a good.
But
I know.
yeah, it was like, but it was to the penny, and I was like, did MJ accidentally send us his water bill or something?
But you remember, see,
Yeah.
you remember. I always give weird amounts when I do wedding gifts or event gifts because people remember that. Let's go to phones. Crystal's in Lakeland. Crystal, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Oh, well, you guys are talking about the wedding gifts there, and I just recently had a wedding, and this summer I was with my cousins, and we're all kind of similar in age, and they're talking about you give thank you cards, too, for the gifts. And I had a couple of cousins that, were there that didn't give any money or any cards, and I said, well, yeah, the people who actually gave something, we sent thank yous to. It was just like a subtle jab at them, because I'm not going to say anything like, hey, you never gave anything, but they're like, why didn't we get thank you cards? I'm like, well, you never gave anything, so what's there to thank? It's just...
I still owe my brother a wedding gift. Can I? I just
you still have
remember.
time, right? How long ago was it?
It's been a year and a half.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I always heard any time
Yeah,
in the
that's
first
full.
year
Year.
is still appropriate.
Yeah, I've always heard first year, and I have waited a year just to screw with somebody. But I
Does he know? Well, not you, Crystal. I mean, I don't know if you know, but does your brother?
you want me to call him up and don't say exactly what it is and see if he knows.
What are you gonna say? Do I owe you anything?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I still owe my brother a wedding gift.
I owe you something.
Yeah.
You and your wife talked about it.
That was the Super Bowl Sunday wedding, not this past Super Bowl, the Super Bowl before. Crystal, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Hey, am I grabbing the other call here? Or am I grabbing line 6? Rodell in Largo. Rodell, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing fine. All right, wedding, quickly.
Yeah, I just didn't understand how. I mean, I kind of get it, but then I don't. Me and my wife got married during the pandemic, and we knew that there's a lot of people that didn't have a lot of money because of work-wise. And, there were people giving $10 gift certificate and $10 cash to us. And we were very appreciative about that.
Wait a minute, you're getting $10 wedding gifts and you were appreciative?
I mean, and there was, but the thing is we weren't upset about it. Like we were more grateful that they showed up.
Well, where was your reception at Popeyes? $10 wedding gift.
No, it was over at oh god, I can't remember the name of the place, but it was here in Pinellas Park. And it was a
Wendy's?
actually a dance hall,
It's the back room of the B-dubs.
Listen, I don't mean to be elitist over here, but I don't know if I get excited over a $10 wedding gift.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather someone give me a $10 wedding gift than not pay their water bill that month. That's what's in their budget.
Rodell, thanks for the call.
For real.
All right, so you want me to call my brother?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Call him.
All right, so what's the best way to approach this? Hey, listen, there's something I owe you, and I can't. I can't think of what it is. I owe you. What do I'm supposed to give you something. I owe you
See if
something.
he knows. Yeah.
How about if I do that?
Okay.
All right, hang on. Let me call my brother.
Try it out.
Now, my brother is a surgeon. I don't know if he's in surgery yet or what the story is. Hang on a minute. All right, calling my brother, Dr. Drew. He's the original Dr. Drew, by the way. That's the way I'm going to play it, if he picks up.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go. Hey, Drew, it's your bro live on the air. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, we're having a discussion in the room here, and I can't I can't think of it. I think there's something I borrowed from you, or there's something I owe you. that I haven't given you? Do I owe you anything?
You owe me a lot of things.
Like, is there anything in particular you can think of that I owe you that I haven't given you?
Well, we could start with the $300 or $400 for sushi Ginza Onodera.
Oh, wow. This is going to turn to a family therapy.
This might be a long list.
This is really going
Wait a
over
second.
the rails, Drew.
Well,
Family therapy session.
$400 is sushi.
Hang on a minute. Wait, so I owe you how much for sushi Ginza Onodera?
No, $300 or $400. I can't remember how much you drank.
I didn't drink.
Wow.
No, the omakase was pretty expensive. By the way, I heard they're closing on in New York.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Drew, is there anything else? I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's like this is some. I thought I owed you something else, and I can't remember what it is. I was hoping you'd remember.
Maybe the rest of my wedding present.
Oh, there it is.
Somebody's keeping score.
Hold on, Drew. You said the rest of my wedding present. So did he give you a portion of it already?
Yes, he thought it was fit to give me a rice maker for my wedding.
I gave him that was gift number one. I gave him, dude. I gave him a $500 Zojirushi, top of the line.
By the way, these gifts come in 1 year installments.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like the lottery payouts.
For the next 30 years, you're going to get one mediocre gift.
All right, so Drew, I wanted to see if you would hone right in on that because we were talking about weddings and gifts, and I said, "Oh no,
year and a half now.
It's
We're coming up on 2 years."
Oh man, we're talking about wedding gifts. I'm like, hey guys,
Can I ask you something?
I said I have a revelation to make. I said I still owe my brother a wedding gift. And I said, hey, let's call my brother and see if he remembers that And of course,
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there anything else I can help you with this morning?
Are you in surgery? Are you going into surgery?
That's correct.
Okay. Are you scrubbed in yet?
Not quite, or I probably wouldn't be talking to you.
All right. No, Drew, there's nothing else you can help me with this morning.
All right. Have a great day.
All right, I'll get. Is there anything you'd like for your wedding? Are you expecting anything?
I'll cook you some rice.
Yeah, right? I mean, what's the second half of the gift?
I'm going to give him cash. Oh, no. He did ask me if I wanted to help build his dock behind his new house.
Sounds awful.
Have you built the dock yet?
It's underway.
There's companies that do that for you.
MJ, you can't just give him cash because then he's going to think it's from the sushi.
All right, I think
Adios, amigos.
All right, goodbye, Drew.
An IWC.
What?
I'll take an IWC.
You want an IW? You want to watch?
All right.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Guys.
Bye.
What's IWC?
It's a great watch brand, international watch company, IWC. Yeah.
All right. So he remembered.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a little salty about it, too.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot to give him the rice maker, though. No, seriously. No,
Give me a gift. You're
he
good.
remembered. I sent him an awesome rice maker. You know how passionate I am about rice.
Oh, do we?
But he loves Japanese food as well. And I bought Drew, the first gift I bought, I sent him a Zojirushi induction heat plus pressure rice cooker. And back at the time, I don't know, a year and a half ago, the unit they had available, the top of the line, is like $550. And I got him a really, really nice rice maker. I use my Zojirushi rice maker all the time. You don't have to spend that much.
Why do you owe him anything else?
Well, because
$500 gift.
it's my brother. I was the best man. I
whatever.
probably owe him $1,000. You
Did
know,
he give you a best man gift? A flask or something?
I don't know because I got married in 1990.
No, I'm saying you were his best man, so he should have gave you a gift for being his
hold
best
on.
man.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get a gift. Really?
Yeah, you got.
What are you
If
talking
you're the
about?
groom, you should give like some kind of
Oh, I didn't get anything.
not a great gift, like some kind of tchotchke
Hold on.
gift.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
about
a golf bag or something.
I don't know. Yeah, because I'm such a golfer.
Well, that's-
I don't know much about like wedding etiquette, but I was supposed to get. I got to keep the bow tie. That doesn't count, does it?
What?
Yeah, they had everyone like had matching bow ties.
Cool.
Here's your bow tie, bro.
No, I didn't get. I should call him back. I didn't get a gift from you.
Yeah, he's in
I'm
surgery now.
gonna spin this thing around.
I got all my guys something, and when I've been in a wedding, I've gotten stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, didn't he keep putting off the wedding?
He did.
Yeah, so
Well-
you have to keep putting off the gift.
But it got canceled because of COVID, because his first wedding date was October of 2020. And that was in the middle of the COVID crap. Then that got canceled. Then they picked another date in the spring of 2021. That got canceled because of COVID.
And then Super Bowl Sunday.
Then they had then they had a Super Bowl Sunday. One was canceled though, right?
And I think he actually got married on Super Bowl Sunday.
No,
Okay.
but there was an original Super Bowl Sunday that got canceled. That might have been the 21 one, right?
what
Yeah,
happened-
that was 21. It got canceled.
Your brother picked the Super Bowl week after, and
Right.
then the NFL moved the season back a week.
But the first one in 21, he was supposed to get married on Super Bowl Sunday. That got canceled because of COVID.
Right.
And then everyone was like, "What are you doing? You can't have a Super Bowl wedding." So then they pick a date in February for 22 where he got married, and he picked the week after the Super Bowl for the wedding, and then they changed the date, and the NFL moved the Super Bowl back a week, and it ended up on that Sunday again. So remember, I had to go to Miami for his wedding on Super Bowl Sunday. Crazy stuff. Anyway, I do owe him a gift.